Operations continue in Akhnoor. Another terrorist has been neutralized, bringing the total to 3 terrorists who have been neutralized in the 27-hour-long encounter. The gunfight began on Monday after terrorists had fired at an army convoy. This is near a temple in Sundarbani. We have accessed encounter shots. You can see how the brave Jawans eliminated the terrorist. My colleague Yavar is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Yavar, it's been a marathon encounter for 27 hours now. It has been ongoing. 3 terrorists have been neutralized. What are the details? The dramatic visuals also show the moment when the encounter was taking place and how the brave Jawans eliminated the terrorists.
Well, exactly. It took army and security forces over 27 hours to neutralize 3 militants who were taking shelter near a temple in the Akhnoor sector where the operation was rattled yesterday. Basically, it was an attack on the security forces which was repulsed by the alert troops, following which the militants they tried to flood away but was cornered at one of a place. The militants were given ample chances to surrender. Eventually, they fired upon the security forces, triggering an encounter. Yesterday, one militant was neutralized in this encounter. Today, 2 more were neutralized, taking the toll to the 3. Now, remember that army has also suffered a casualty of his assault dog Phantom in this operation. He was, inducted in the Indian Army in the 2022 and was considered one of the main soldiers in this encounter. And following which the security forces they have swung into action. As I'm speaking to you, the search operation is still intact in the area, but the encounter has been over. These were the 3 foreign militants who were neutralized by the security forces. Arms and ammunition, including the US-made M4 carbine rifle, were recovered from their position. Pertinent to mention it is that intelligence have suggested that after sustained the pressure from the security forces, now the militants are trying to show their presence at that particular places which has been seemingly minimal presence of the security forces. That's why in the past 2 weeks we saw that first the strike were carried out at the Sonmarg, which is in the Gandarbal, following in the Gulmarg, relatively and comparatively calm places in the Kashmir region. So somewhere the militants they are trying to show their presence, and the bids to make sure that they are actively working all because but the security forces have to say that they are on the toes to foil any nefarious attempt being made by them. And it's been the 2 weeks since the ongoing operations against the militants were carried out at the various locations in the Kashmir, so as in the Jammu, and there has been a series of security review meetings that were chaired by the Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory. Yesterday, one meeting was chaired in which the directions were passed to crash down OGW networks and the terror modules in the Kashmir Valley. But yes, in the Akhnoor, the search operation is still intact in the area. Army has pressed all the latest weaponaries and the vehicles, armored vehicles, to flush out these militants. And finally, they got the success after the long hours of the 24 hours.
So 3 terrorists have been neutralized. The terrorists had tried to ambush an army vehicle. 3 of these terrorists have been neutralized and killed by our brave Jawans. Unfortunately, an army dog also lost his life in the operation.